Lindsay here with Readings by Lindsay. I am here to give you your bi-monthly psychic reading, and this is going to be for the collective, all signs. However, I do have a few notes that I've taken beforehand that will specify some things. I do have some dates here for specific elements, mostly. For those of you that do not know me, I am a professional psychic based out of Kenosha, Wisconsin. I do live readings. I do them over the phone via Skype or here in person in my studio. I also do video mail readings, which are like single question readings, general readings. Those do not require an appointment. All live readings do. I am in the Central Time Zone, so it is basically on an hourly rate. It goes anywhere from $50 to $90 generally for a 1 hour live session with me. You can book it just by getting a hold of me. All my contact information is at the bottom. Or if you would like a single question reading, they start at $10, general reading $30, and you can ask up to 3 questions as well. I also do past life readings. And definitely check out my Facebook page because all my certifications are on there. You can see so many reviews. You can also do that if you Google Readings by Lindsay. I just want to throw all of this out of the way. Also, appointments are required for live readings. If not, I do after hours appointments or same day appointments if I can get you in at $2 a minute flat. And Saturdays are walk-ins or call-ins, first come, first serve at $2 a minute. So now that I've said all that, I want to get into what I want to tell all of you guys. So I was doing this before under doing 4 different videos for each element, but it got to be too much, and as you noticed, last month I didn't post anything, and I had a couple ideas I really did want to post. I had a request for wanting some instruction in palm reading, and I got some materials for that, and I wanted to do a video on that, but I just never even got around to the basic, psychic readings, the overall readings for the month. Mercury was also in retrograde, so I'm going to blame it on Mercury too. Because, as a matter of fact, it was the first retrograde of the year, and that particular Mercury retrograde, which just came out of retrograde, I have the date on here too, March 28th, which this is going to be significant because not only did it come out of retrograde, it went direct into Pisces, and it's going to shake up relationships everywhere. There's going to be some of you that are going to be feeling loneliness. Let me just start reading what I have. I'm sorry I talk so fast, but it's kind of part of how I do things and how I work, so I'm sorry if you can't keep up with me. Anyway, so when it went direct into Pisces, when Mercury turned direct and went into Pisces on March 28th, it has caused a lot of emotional awareness. It also is in Venus. It's also moving into Venus, or it trines Venus. I can't remember. I'm not the FedEx guy is here, of course. And of course he knocked, but he left, so I'm just going to ignore that. So anyway, we also have it in Venus. Now, because Mercury went direct in Pisces, and Pisces is in Venus, we have like a major emotional thing going on. And I'm not an astrologist, but I do know that this is going to cause, I've already seen it, it's going to cause a lot of loneliness, people communicating that don't usually communicate, and just out of the blue, weird emotional blurps, I guess. And some people are going to start, people that have been reassessing their relationships. For some, this is actually going to hit, looks like fire signs the hardest. And for the Aries, Leo, Sag are fire signs. And there's going to be people that may have, during the last month, they were reassessing their relationships, and they're going to either call it off, or the hard part is over for them. There are going to be some broken hearts. Now, water signs are going to feel like they're on the top of the world. And this is going to also double for you in career as well. So there's a lot of, and with the new moon, we have a new moon April 5th. And, with the moons, it usually lasts about 3 days. It's actually April 5th at 3:50 a.m. Central Time. So April 5th, April 6th, usually you have that 3-day window. So, anytime between April 4th and April 6th or 7th, you can, I say between the 4th and the 7th, you have that power of that new moon. This is going to be, now if you're a gardener, plant your seedlings. Yay. I mean, seriously, and I'm serious about that too, because right now, with the planet cycle and the Earth cycle that we're in, it's springtime here in the northern hemisphere, and it's a good time to actually make things grow. If you're trying to have a child, not trying to get too TMI, but maybe you might want to procreate those days. This could be quite literal for some of you. And for others, this could be, especially in the workplace, and I think I have some stuff, earth signs, this is going to be biggest for you in the workplace. It's time for you to start the new ideas that you've been thinking about the past month to 2 months. Because there have been new projects swirling around in your head. And earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, just so you know. This is going to, you're also going to have, this is another thing, you're also going to have an important decision to make this month, at the beginning of the month. Make it by the 9th. And when I got this message, and then literally 2 hours later, I found out that in Vedic astrology, April 9th, this is no joke, April 9th, and actually I think it's the 7th, 8th, and 9th, but they're supposed to be like the most powerful days this entire year, because of something about the way and they're also the most blessed days, big blessings are supposed to happen. And I even had it intuitively written down, April 9th, especially for earth signs. This is like, make your decision, this new decision. It could be related to career, but it could be related to anywhere else, but this is going to be a good month for career for earth signs. I just want to throw that out there. But April 9th is supposed to be the most blessed day of the year, or the most blessed time of the year is like the 7th, 8th, and 9th, I believe. And it's something to do with Vedic astrology and the way the sun, the moon, and something else is in. That's one thing I don't do is birth charts. I know very little about astrology. I know as much as I need to know to do my job and do it well. So I am a numerologist though. So I do numerology charts. Those are also things that don't need an appointment unless you want a full numerology reading. Just throw that little blurb in there too. But yeah, isn't that, you can't make that stuff up. Like, I specifically knew April 9th was an important day, especially for earth signs, and then I found that out, that it's actually the most blessed day of the year, and the strongest day of the year, and great blessings are supposed to happen, and it's a lucky day. So, whatever decision this is that you need to make, especially earth signs, something with earth signs. Like I said, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo are earth signs. Make this decision career-wise with earth signs too. April 9th is the day. And remember, and I want this to know, now that I know that it's a power day in Vedic astrology, I want this to know that this is for the collective, this is for everybody, this is going to be a powerful day, it's going to be a good day. Put high vibrations into it. If you do have a decision to make it by April 9th. Or something like your life could turn around on April 9th. There's going to be a great door of opportunity that's going to open for you on April 9th. Absolutely walk through it. Okay, so a few other things I have written in here. We've got the new moon in Aries, April 5th, April 6th. This is going to help many people let go of the past, especially water signs, and again, earth signs. Water signs are Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer are earth signs. And again, earth signs are water. Those are water signs. And again, earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. This is going to give you the power to let go. There could be some breakups happening, and fire signs and for those of you that have fire signs, you're going to get the hardest hit. And fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sag. You're going to be the hardest hit. You probably will be the ones that are going to have the hardest time letting go and probably will be forced to let go. But this is good because everybody, when you let go of something, something new comes in. And this is the best time to begin a new project. Plant those seeds. Like I said, try to have that baby in that literal sense. Or, like I said, for earth signs mostly, start that new work idea. Because now is the time. It's not going to manifest tomorrow, immediately next month, but for the long term, like, 9 months, a year, you're going to see great results from this. This is a big time to start things fresh and new. The new moon is going to present obstacles with emotions because it trines Saturn, and then I told you about Mercury and Virgo and Pisces, and it's going to cause a major awareness of your emotions. And if you're not an emotional person, again, earth signs. And I know I'm not saying a whole lot about air signs, but air signs, this is you too. And air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and who else am I forgetting? Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So, you're going to be feeling the need to express your feelings, and it's going to feel really weird for you, and there's going to be some confusion on how to do that. You also, fire signs and air signs, be careful because you could be manipulated as well. And some of these people that could be manipulating you are going to be earth signs and water signs. Just want to let you know that you people, be careful not to be manipulative and be nice, because you're going to be the manipulators. So either don't, if you're a water sign or you're an earth sign, if you're a Cancer, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo, be nice. No manipulation. Don't plant little ideas in people's heads, because that's what you could be doing. Scorpios especially. I'm a Scorpio. I'm sitting here winking at the camera. Scorpios especially, because Scorpios are the best they're the best manipulators. Don't be manipulating the fire signs and the air signs, which are Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Virgo, and Aquarius. Okay? So I just want to throw that in there. Also, those signs that are in danger of being manipulated could have a lack of concentration. And again, I think this could be caused by the confusion. That's kind of the logic and the emotion that's going to be fighting within you. So now that I have, one more thing, there is new chapters that are going to be beginning for earth signs, especially Capricorn. There's been something you've been thinking on for a long while, and you're going to take that leap of faith and that jump, and you're going to start a new chapter. There's a new cycle beginning for you this month, especially the beginning of the month, these first 2 weeks of April. And again, we're probably looking between the 5th and the 9th. Okay, so that's what I have in my intuitive journal. Right now I am going to take a straight of coffee and lay down some cards for the first half of the month of April, collectively for all signs. And then, when we're done, I will do a spirit message for each element with my daily message from spirit cards, which are by, why am I blanking on who they're by? James Van Praagh, I believe. I don't know who that's the right person. And then these are my Psychic Tarot cards, which are by, and see, I'm blanking on, I worked with so many, John Holland. And if I'm wrong, John Holland did the spirit message cards. Oh my gosh. I'm a mess, but I'm always a mess. I'm loopy. Okay, so this is for the first month of April for the collective. What message do we need to know for our highest good in accordance with the energies that are at play on Earth right now? So we first have the base chakra coming up. So this tells me that we are going to need to especially stay grounded. Partnerships and alliances. Again, there are going to be, and material and spiritual prosperity. Work is going to work, and ideas, creation. The last card is New Beginnings. Look at that. Perfect, which is the Fool in the regular tarot deck. So, and the six, okay, I'm trying to explain to you. Okay, so the material and spiritual prosperity is the Six of Pentacles in the regular tarot deck. And then in the regular tarot deck, we have the Three of Wands, which is partnership and alliances. And then the base chakra card, there aren't chakra cards in a regular tarot deck. So what I'm going to explain is that there is some travel that may, for some people, there may be some travel. And there may be some, this could either be a honeymoon, a delayed honeymoon, something that happened that may have been put off from last month when Mercury was in retrograde. This also represents partnerships next to the Six of Pentacles, or material and spiritual prosperity. So that very eases its way very much into partnerships and new deals being made at work, and new starts, definitely. New Beginnings is the Fool underneath it. Now, one thing I want to bring up with the foundation card for the beginning of this month being New Beginnings and being the Fool is, in this deck, no, not so much. It's the Fool is, it's not the typical Fool. It really is new beginnings, new things starting, but they could go anyway. Everything won't be perfect at first, and there's going to be adjustments along the way that are going to be needed to be made, because they are, and these projects are very big, these ideas and these new starts are very big, and they're in their infancy, but they will grow into something that is amazing. It's already been thought of, and it's becoming and turning into something real too. There are marriages that are going to happen for some of you that are watching this video. Congratulations on your April marriage. I don't know if it'll be these next 2 weeks, but I do feel like somebody is going to have an April wedding. And for several of you, there's a lot going on with work and new ideas at work. Stay grounded, because we are kind of like airplanes that are ready to go, and just take off and fast. But if we go too fast, we're going to crash. So make sure you stay grounded. I feel like that's an important message, especially before the new moon. Take some time to rest this first week of April before you go. Ease yourself into things. Especially with Mercury just coming out of retrograde. That would have been more like last week, but Mercury comes out of retrograde slowly. It takes, 7 to 10 days for it to kind of wake up. This was, a pretty average retrograde, so I'd say, probably about a week. But, and I think, we're almost out of that phase of it needing to wake up. But, it's kind of like it needs its coffee, it's bumping into things. But I think we're about out of that, but we aren't quite into the new moon yet. So we still have, things are still waning down. And so we're still in the process of letting go. We're deciding of things that we're going to need to let go of for our greater good, for the new beginnings and these great big new spiritual lifestyle beginning we have. Many of us have coming forth, starting this month and going on throughout the year. Okay, so that was the collective reading and the notes that I made sure to write down for my intuitive notes. Now I want to just do, for each sign, I want to do a daily message from Spirit card. And this will be your message from Spirit for the first half of April. So from now through April 15th, this will be the message from Spirit for all of you water signs. So if you are a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer, this is for you. What is the message that Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer need to know for the first half of April 2019? Looks like this card wants to come out. Choices. So water signs, you guys are going to be faced with many choices, especially this entire month, but this is for the first half of the month. What I do see is for many of you water signs, some of this is going to be in relationships, and you may be making the choice of leaving or staying in a relationship, and this is going to be a permanent choice. This is on your emotions. Remember, you are going to be feeling a little extra emotional, but I feel like more of you will stay than go. Like there'll be second chances. There's also doors of opportunity opening for some of you water signs. Like I said, you guys are going to feel like you're on the top of the world. So again, the 9th is an important date for you. There's some unexpected opportunities that you're going to have coming into your life. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. So also this has a great deal to do with intuition. Water signs are the most intuitive signs. So again, I think a lot with that grounding card that should be paid attention to for water signs, because I feel a great connection with the earth has to do with this and learning the earth's energy and intuiting them and grounding yourself and making yourself one so you don't have a blockage on that first chakra and you're able to channel clearly. So also work on your intuition, water signs. So again, that's Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Okay, so next we're going to go with a message from Spirit for Leo. And Leos are Aries, I'm Leo. Okay, fire signs. See, I'm already thinking Leo. Leo, this is going to pertain to you majorly in a big way. Fire signs, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. This is your message from Spirit for April 1st through the 15th, first half of April. Aries, Leo, and Sag. Fire signs. And like I said, Leo. Pay major attention to this, Leo. Aries, Leo, and Sag. which looks like this one wants to come out. Inspire passion. Okay. So some of you may feel yourself surrounded by people that are lacking ideas. Or you may be lacking ideas or lacking inspiration. I do feel like this is going to be a common problem for some people. And since this is coming up under your element, even though I do feel like this is a big one with Leo, because I said it instead of saying fire, I said Leo. So this is something big here. And when I passion too, I'm feeling like the other signs that are fire signs, I'm feeling like some of this may be more sexual, especially with that first chakra card coming up. Some of you may have blocked first chakras, which could be you're not. Again, I'm not trying to be the TMI, but you're not having enough sex. Again, I'm going to go back to my reading with some of you maybe should try to conceive. I think this could be you. But there needs to be more passion in some of your lives. But some of you need to be inspired, and you need to look in outside of the box places to be inspired. Like a life devoid of passion can be a boring, uninspired blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is a time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. All right, fire signs. You know what you have to do. So the next we're going to go with air signs. So what does Spirit want air signs to know for the month of April 2019? Again, air signs are Aquarius, Virgo, and Aquarius, Virgo, and Gemini. So we're looking at first Gemini, first. Oh my gosh, I'm getting confused here. Air signs. Oh, look at, we have a card coming out. Okay, air signs, memories. So, memories, you're going to be, with air signs, you guys are going to be looking to the past. You guys are going to be some of the people that are going to be banging their head against the wall, not wanting to make the changes that need to be made. Again, you guys may be ones leaving some relationships and not wanting to leave relationships, or being forced to leave relationships. Wanting to give second chances or giving second chances, which could be holding you back. And also, there could be good memories. There are anniversaries that are happening for some of you, and you're going to be kind of looking back at the good. Some of these may be anniversaries where the other person is no longer here. So some of you are going to be having celebrations. I feel like family reunions are coming up too. Somebody may be having a family reunion or getting a family get-together for a reason. And memories are going to be brought up of the past or good times. Nostalgia, that's the word I'm looking for, nostalgia. So air signs are going to be feeling very nostalgic. And also, be careful not to live in the past. it's good to have your memories, but it's also important to live towards the future, because you are going to have opportunities opening, doors opening for you. And you can even see that there's picture frames, of course, but there's a key on here. And that just tells me right there that there are doors opening for you guys, but you have to take them and not be over nostalgic in the past. Your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in the spirit world, for neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. So for some of you, you may have an anniversary of somebody's death as well. And it's okay to mourn that day. It's okay to take that day out. It's okay to take some time out. So, and some of you air signs may be mourning in recent mourning. There is, I feel like, recent death surrounding this card. I actually feel like several of you that are watching this video could have had somebody that has died recently. And this is, the first couple of weeks of April are going to be difficult for you, because you're going to be thinking really heavily about that person. Again, this can tie in with the over emotionalness that we have going on with, Venus and Mercury and Pisces and everything just being, and then being that Saturn trine, everything that, I think that's that emotion being thrown into, that. And I don't feel like death is a darkness. It's a part of life. It's a cycle. It's a cycle, and we are going through cycles. Everybody's going through cycles. This month, especially, things are catching up. So, it's bound to happen. Okay, last sign is earth signs. So, earth signs. So, we have Taurus, Aries, and Capricorn. This is going to be your message for the beginning of April. Here's a message from Spirit for the beginning of April. And what's coming up? So, self-love. So, all you earth signs, and I had a lot to say about earth signs in my reading, because I felt like you guys are probably going to have the most difficult time this month. And it's interesting that self-love came up, because it's important that you take care of yourself. And it's important that you also stay focused on what makes you feel best. Don't get sidetracked by what others need or want. Take care of yourself first. And also, again, plant those ideas. And the reason this rose is what is telling me. Plant those ideas, because if you plant those seedlings now, they're going to grow in this next year into something amazing. So it's very important in business and at home to plant those seedlings. Self-love. Now is the time to